In this video, I'm going to show you how to build this majestic piece of American dream engineering, the F-14 Tomcat. But before we get into that, I'm hosting a giveaway. It'll be £25 for first place, £15 for second place, and £10 for third. And the gift card will be of your choice, Steam voucher, Xbox code, PlayStation code, up to you. Details on how to enter this giveaway are further into the video, so stay tuned for that. However, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, like and share this video, and you're also a member of our Discord and follow my socials. So the Tomcat F-14, man, what a piece of American freedom fighting engineering genius. And I'm going to show you how to build this beast of a ship in Starfield. So I originally saw this ship on Nexus Mods and I was like, do you know what, I can do this different, I can improve on things and I can give it my own personal flavour. So here is the build list. Also, I'm just going to say now that the prices and parts will reflect on what perks you have, because obviously I might have different perks to you. And I'm building her on New Atlantis, and you'll need to make sure you get these parts beforehand. Also, no mods were used for this build, and I'm going to show you combat and an interior tour later on in the video. However, I do want to say, this ship absolutely shreds. So, let's get into the build. Okay, so to start things off, we're going to build a 120D landing bay, and then on top of that, a 2x1 Deimos hull. I'm building the armory. And then next to that, we're going to build a Deimos belly. What I will say is just build the habs that are useful to you as a player, the convenient ones like a workshop, research station, all that kind of stuff. So next to that, we're going to build two Tayo top section habs, which are B variant. So they got the bits that you can clip things to on the side. So behind them, we're going to put two Tayo tops again, 2x1, but it's the A variant without the doors on the side. So you can't clip to the sides, basically. And the reason we do this is to have like a smoother silhouette. But like I said before, just go for the habs that are useful to you. I always recommend like workshop, science lab, armory, all that good stuff. Okay, so behind the Deimos armory, we're going to put a 1x1 companionway. Now there is going to be a ladder in this ship. I can hear you already complaining, okay? I can hear you complaining already. It's one ladder, get over it. So you can go with two different dockers. You can go with this thin one, the slimline one. I don't like it because it just doesn't sit well with the shape of the ship underneath. So I'll go for a top docker. And that just looks so much better. Right, so it's time to pick a reactor. Go with what you got. I'm using the the SF, because I think it's the best reactor. And yeah, just place it behind the companionway. Right, so underneath we're going to be placing two Nova cowlings, and these are going to be the underneath wings just to give it a bit more shape. So we'll plonk that right there and just copy that across. And then behind that, we're going to put some landing gear. I always go for the NG20 wides because, yeah, I think they look cool and they give the most thrust. They're definitely the better landing gear out of the bunch. Right, so behind the landing gear, we're going to put our fuel and the grav drive because I don't want these on display. Building this, type of ship, I want to be discreet with everything, so it's quite hidden. So I've gone for B class on the grav drive. It's the SGD, I believe. Let me just find it. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, the SGD 2300. So it's nice and thin, sits like quite well, and like I said, it's discreet. It's out the way. You can't really see it, which is the look we're going for. Looking good, looking good. Right, so here we need to put two Deimos hulls because we're going to be doing the drop down glitch. So plonk that there, plonk this one there, and then we're going to put some ballast shielded cargo, and then we're going to drop down two Deimos braking engines just to going for the shape, give it them aesthetics. Now we're placing the shielded cargo because if you want to be a little pirate in this ship and put a jammer on, which we will do later, you've got some shielded cargo, and it just looks nice on the side basically. And it's once you colour the ship, it just looks loads better. But yeah, that looks quite cool. I like it. That's why I've done it. So now what we need to do here is build the wings. So we're going to be using Nova cowlings. We're going to use all three variants, and we're going to be flipping them to build the wings. So you put your Nova cowling there, then you go for the second variant, flip it like so, bang, and then we'll put a Nova cowling behind that and to the side of it. Now there's going to be a gap. It's like the wing flaps basically, right? We're going to sort this bit out later. So let me just copy this across and I'll show you. So you can see the gap already. Now, you can put like a radiator there if you want, but we're going to be putting some engines there, so just wait, we'll fix it later. Right, so now we're going to be putting some spines down. So start with the spine D, and then we're going to go with the spine F behind it. Now, these are not complete. We'll finish this up later because There's two ways to do this. We're going to do it the vanilla way without any drop down glitch, and if you like it that way, cool. And then I'm going to show you a way to do the drop down glitch and make the tail fins look even better. So just leave it as is for now. Right, so we're going to put our final landing gear down. It's going to be the Pinpoint 4G because of the way it snaps on all sides, because you can't snap to the side of the reactor there, and it gives the, you know, second most amount of thrust, so we'll plonk that there for now. And on top of that, we're going to put a Stroud Cap C, and then underneath that, a Deimos belly, and that will hide the landing gear. Beautiful. Look at that. Right, so engine time. So we're going to go for spherical. Whoa, that was too big. That's a modded engine. That's an M-Class. We're not going for that one. We're going for the Supernova because it's spherical. Obviously, you can use whichever engine you want, but that one looks more like a F14, so we're using that. And then for the side flaps, like I said, you can put a radiator, or you can give yourself a bit more thrust and a bit more mobility with two SA engines, and I think they look awesome, especially because they look like, you know, they should be there but shouldn't. They look like they move because they're not, you know, smoothly blended into the shape. Right, so now we're going to put a shield. We're using the Assurance 1800 because it gives the most shield, and we're going to hide this because I don't want things poking out. I hate, if I'm doing it for a ship, right? If I'm doing it for a ship, I don't mind stuff poking out if I want it to poke out. Yeah, I hate it when it shouldn't be there. Because we're building the jet fighter, we need to hide it. So drop down glitch with a Stroud Cap, boom. Shield is invisible, out the way. Not an easy target, you know, it's not vulnerable, yada yada yada. So it's the best way to do it. Like, I love hiding stuff like this because there's certain ship designs that, you know, look good with the shield and stuff on display, and then, you know, other ships don't. So we're going to do the drop down glitch again with some Stroud Caps. So we'll blend these into the spine, and it will look good. Look at this, look. So we'll do the drop down glitch, and once you colour it, it just blends in so smooth. It just looks amazing. So like I said, it's great when you hide stuff like this. And yeah, certain ships require it, certain ships don't, and this one definitely doesn't need stuff to be on show. And there we go, that's that bit complete. Right, so at the back here, we're going to build two more Taio Habs, A variants, and it's, you know, so without the doors and the clipping on the side. Again, just go with what you want. It's, you know, whatever's useful to you as a player or convenient. Like I said, in my opinion, you always want like a workshop, a science lab, living quarters, captain's quarters. And then for the cockpit, we're using the Magellan, so plonk that there. And then we're going to use the Nova Cowlings and doing the drop-down glitch to give it that jet fighter look. And this is going to be pretty much the shape complete. There's not much else to do bar add in some weapons. I'm going to show you some extra bits to take it to the next level, and colouring it, and that's it done. So we'll get rid of that. Let's add another Stroud Cap. The Stroud Cap, Nova Cowling, being an idiot. And there we go. Look at that. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on, how good does that look? How good does that look? Dude, I've outdone myself. I've outdone myself with this ship. But we need to take it to the next level now, guys. We're not done. Right, now I know a lot of you go, oh, it's only got like 1,000 cargo or less than 1,000. So, alright, I'm going to give you some more cargo, okay? You can put even more on if you really want, but you're going to lose mobility. But I'm going to show you how to like keep some good mobility and some decent cargo, okay? So we've got just shy of 2k cargo with these 10T hauler cargoes. We're going to have to do the drop-down glitch to glitch it up. But, you know, 2,000 cargo with some shielded on a light fighter, that's a respectable number. You got to respect that. Then you finish off the engines by adding a Deimos bumper either side. Right, so weapon-wise, you know, dealer's choice, I always say. I'm going for auto alpha beams because they absolutely shred. I'm going to go for some Atlas missile launchers and some auto alpha turrets. I'm going to have the turrets rear facing because in my opinion they absolutely shred. And if you've got it rear facing, if you're doing some like evasive maneuvers and stuff, like you can like dodge Crimson Fleet, weave in and out, and yeah, you can just shred. So if things get behind you, you can take it out. But this thing turns on a penny. Like it's so maneuverable. It's insane. So we're ending on 90 mobility. We'll probably add a couple more bits. Like I said, we'll take it to the next level. It'll be between 80 to 90 mobility in total. Obviously, it depends on perks and your rank and your level and, you know, what crew you got on your ship. But, like, trust me, 80 mobility in this thing is insane. This thing turns on a penny. It shreds. It's fast. It's literally the American dream in a ship. So, it's good. So the colour I'm going for is dark grey and blue. Obviously colour it how you want. There's some other colour variants, so here's some pictures like, you know, like a desert storm or a military green. But in my opinion, I know I say it often because I always outdo myself with these builds, like this is the best build I've done. This looks so cool, and that's it as standard. So if you don't like dark grey, like I said, go for a different colour, like a light, you know, light grey or, you know, military green. It's up to you, but I like this. Right, so like I said, let's take it to the next level. So we're going to lose a little bit of mobility, move the cargo down, because we're going to be drop down glitching more spines to blend into the supernova engines. So where did that go? What the? Right, just move down. That's all I wanted you to do. Right, so move these down. Right, so next we need to move the spines out the way, and we need to put some Deimos holes down. This is what's required for the drop down glitch. So as you'll notice, you can't place anything above the supernovas. So we're going to have to drop down glitch a hole. And then what we're going to do is there's two different variants here, okay? You can have the spine E or the spine C. It's up to you. Do you want an aggressive tail fin, or do you want a subtle, sleek design? So we'll put the E down for now, and then on the other side we'll put the D, and you can basically just make up your mind. So that's the E. Now that's the D. Which one do you like? Take your pick, left or right. I'm going for right because it looks more aggressive. Okay, I'm going for the E. In my opinion, it looks better. Your choice. Right, so we'll get rid of the Deimos holes, and then we'll drop down glitch the engines back into place, and then we'll have no unattached module errors, basically. So, you know, lovely jubbly, that's what we're looking for. And look at that. That just looks so much better than not having a spine on top of the engine, in my opinion. So, no unattached module error. Perfect. One thing you'll notice on the fuel and on the grav drive is you can no longer snap to the side of it, you know, where the cargo hold was originally. Now that's just because the engine's basically blocking it. So what we need to do is build two Deimos holes underneath, and then we need to drop down glitch it back up. It will snap into place. It's showing that the snapping point's no longer there, but it will snap back into place. Like so, just do the drop down glitch again. So get that on there, lovely jubbly. Get this one on. Right, now we just need to snap it up. That's down, Curtis. What are you doing? That's forward, Curtis. What are you doing? Just drop down glitch, man. What are you doing? There we go. Right, and this one. There we go. Right, so we'll get rid of these Deimos holes, and the errors will go. Now that's the stats of the ship. I think that's a respectable number all across the board. 90 mobility, 130 top speed, 2k cargo, 1600 shield. Right, so weapon time. So because of my perks, my level, and the stuff I've unlocked, and my crew, etc., and the reactor I'm using, I can have 4 auto alpha turrets rear facing, 4 alpha beams front facing, and 3 ATL 280C missile launchers. Now, I don't like the missile launchers being behind the alpha beams. It just looks a bit unrealistic, but yeah, there is enough weaponry that I can use to bring down anything in this game. It's an absolute monster, but go with what weapons, you know, you want. Right, so I'm going to move the missile launchers underneath here because I don't like them being behind the beams. And there we go. And then we can move these two across so they're not poking out. And that's my weapon setup. Like I said, you can have 3, but there's nowhere to put a 3rd ATL missile launcher unless it's on top. I don't want it on top. But yeah, this ship is an absolute beast. Right, so the last thing we can do is add a scanner jammer on the back. Now, these are very tiny. You can't colour them, annoyingly, but they're very tiny. You're not going to notice it. And now you've got yourself a little light fighter. You know, you can join the Crimson Fleet. You can, you know, haul contraband. You can bring destruction. It's a beast. It's an absolute beast. Now, in my opinion, I know I say it after every video, you know, but this has to be the best ship that I have built ever. This is such a beast. It looks so good. It just looks so good. And for a light fighter, I know you guys like, oh, if it's less than 5k cargo, it's useless. Like, if you want a car, you know, if you want like 5k cargo, build a cargo hauler. You can switch ships. You can have up to 10 ships. Okay, you can change ships. But if you want a good looking light fighter, like, this is it. This is the American dream, all wrapped into one ship. And what a ship it is. And obviously there's ladders in this build. There's not many, okay, so you just get over it. It's fine. It's not hard to navigate this ship. You just boost up, done. So I'm going to be doing a giveaway, and how to enter is simple. You have till the end of the month to create a light fighter of your own design, post it on our Discord in the competition section, which can be found in the Starfield section right here. The winners will be picked by the Discord staff team, so I'll have no input whatsoever. And winners will be announced at the end of the month, so you have nearly 3 weeks to enter. Only 1 entry per person, and the winners will get to choose what gift card they want, whether it be a Steam voucher, an Xbox code, PlayStation, etc. I'll purchase the vouchers and I'll send you the codes, and the winners are going to be announced in a featured video featuring your ships and, you know, showing them off. The competition is for a light fighter, so it doesn't matter if it's class A, B or C, and it doesn't matter if it's a starter ship or a late game ship. So what we want to see is pictures, stats of the ship, a video of an interior tour and some, you know, shots of the ship, and some combat. So good luck to everyone who enters the competition. So with all that said, let me know in the comments, guys, what you thought about this build. Did you like it? Didn't you like it? What would you have done differently? I want to hear it. Don't forget to subscribe and like. And now I'm going to leave you with some combat footage against the Crimson Fleet. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace.